I was never the scholarly type, but I am a prolific reader. I have several books in my pack, and even though I sometimes feel its weight, I am comforted by the chance to read a little by the fire in an inn at night or by a campfire. The god that I feel closest connection to, despite also liking Sune, is Lathander. Lathander's basic description, straight out of my book on the various gods and their face in Faerun, is thus: Lathander, whose title was the Morning Lord, was a deity of creativity, dawn, renewal, birth, athletics, spring, self-perfection, vitality, and youth. He favored those who dispelled the undead and blessed those who planted new life. Lathander was also the god called upon to bless birth and fertility-related ceremonies. All of Lathander's clergy respected art, liberty, nature, and culture, promoted betterment of oneself, and strove to bring hope to their followers and others. Many of these followers worked in various creative arts. They were intolerant of evil, especially undead and inaction that cause evil to prosper. Most ceremonies of Lathander were held at dawn, and actions and contracts agreed to at sunrise were said to be blessed by him. Funerals among his followers were held at dusk and followed by a wake that lasted until dawn. When asked about her past, Shahira glares as she speaks. She says that she was born in the Tether region to a loyalist of the King Alamander regime. Unfortunately, during the Tetherian Civil War, her family was among the nobles targeted by the angry mobs of peasants, and she was only spared because a servant girl took her from the castle before it fell. They fled into the forest of Tether and stumbled across an enclave of druids willing to take the child. Shahira grew up in a very headstrong girl, believing that the only way to protect nature was to have an active role in the world. She seems to have little in common with Khalid, but even though her manner is often confrontational, she apparently cares deeply for him. Her admiration of Gorion is obvious, and she plainly states that whomever was responsible for his death will suffer an equal fate. So we were told that there is some woman in the east end of town, I assume it's over this way, that is missing her husband and is waiting for word of his return. Probably this home then. It's about as east as you can go.
A simple matter.
Hello.
Salutations.
My husband had to make a sudden business trip to Am, and I'm so worried for him. Marianne, he always said. Marianne, who knows the road better than old Ro, but the highways just aren't as safe as they once were, and there hasn't been a messenger from Am here in months. Could you keep your eyes open along the southern roads and let me know if you find anything? We will seek for signs of your husband, my lady. I hope this will diminish your worries. That we will definitely do.
A simple matter.
Now to the east, that's the temple. We'll go there shortly.
Such menial tasks.
I have to go... There was a letter from Sister Sapentia to... If I remember. Sister Sapentia of Ogman's Temple asked me to deliver a letter to one Dawn Priest Blaze of the Song of the Morning Temple to the east of Beregost. He said he could be found in the vestibule to the left of the main temple. Also, we've had on good word that Firebead Elvenhair lives in this town, and we know where he lives. I'm sure he'd want to discuss his friend's death, which is my father. I'd like to bring him news if he hasn't heard about it by now anyways. He did come to visit us many times in Candlekeep. Burning Wizard. Don't know if we'll find more trouble in here, but it's another tavern. Hello.
I wish I had my old tobacco pipe.
Damn blasted hobgoblin bullies. Pulled the boots right off my own feet and headed into the Badlands right south of Beregost. I'll pay you 100 gold pieces to show them who's boss and get those boots back. Hey, isn't that Keldath Ormler? He just pickpocketed me right when I was watching. Okay. Well, maybe if I give him his boots instead of... He just took a little bit of gold. It's not worth the hassle, but... If I get him his boots back, maybe he'll be happier.
Fine.
Hello. Eh? What? Leave me be. To fire wine with you, and I hope you gets the gout. Fire wine? What and where is that? I know what it is, I've heard of it. Firewine Bridge ruins is what I mean. She'd be pretty far to the south and east, but a strong pair of legs will get you there just fine. I would make sure that they're strong enough to bring you back, too, though. The Firewine ruins might be quite the death trap for the inexperienced adventurer. Mind you remember that, and don't blame old Spen if you lose a few of your fellows stumbling about within. Firewine Bridge? That sounds familiar. Where did I hear it? In any case, ruins are always full of treasure, and since we're experienced adventurers, we've nothing to worry about. Let's go there one day. What else can you tell me of it? What? Do I look like I'd be fool enough to go tromping about in such a place? Not likely. You want more info? You go talking to them halflings in Gillican. They'd be curious about such things, and will probably help you. I warn you, though, it ain't no place for a young'un. You go in there, and you're just looking for trouble. Best you cut your teeth somewhere else before you throw your lives down that hole. And what of Beregost? Anything interesting here? Hereabouts, the temple to the east be an interesting view if you like that sort of thing. I don't. Don't like much, actually. Don't think I like you, either. Leave me to my reading. Actually, there's a lot of people like that in Candlekeep.
A simple matter.
Interesting little
simple
tavern.
matter.
Just keeping the door open. Guess he likes the fresh air. So which house was it? Was it this one?
Yes. Fine.
This doesn't look like it. Hello.
You're a long-tongued lout, ain't you?
Strangers tramping about my home? Bah, what does it matter? I've heard nothing from my son and his wife for nigh unto a week now, and all else pales in importance until I do. I should have known better than to allow his travel in these dangerous times. Leave me to my sorrows. Well, if we encounter your son, we'll bring back word for you.
What is it?
My lady, I told you I am a squire paladin of the most holy order of the Radiant Heart. May I tell you more about this force of good and righteousness? I know a bit about it myself, Ajantis. Really? I am delighted. How much you know? I know the Order of the Radiant Heart is a distinguished association of honorable, lawful knights and paladins. You heard the truth, my lady. It is a very powerful order. Many virtuous men and women combine their forces to fight evil and help the weak and poor across Faerun. Sounds impressive, Ajantis. I believe you are doing a lot of good. It is our humble desire, my lady. We are ready to give our lives for honor and righteousness. May I tell you more about how the order is organized? Yes, please continue. A quarter consists of 25 members, chosen from the bravest and wisest paladins, with 3 prelates at the head. They are assisted by younger knights and squires who have not yet gained the age or the experience to become full-fledged members. These knights and squires are also the ones who execute the field missions for the order. Ah, is this the position you are in right now? As I said, I am a squire paladin. I must prove myself before I can be knighted. Once knighted, it will still be a long journey, but my ultimate goal is to become a full-fledged member of the Order, one day. The biggest chapter of the Order is located in the capital city of Athkatla. That is where my mentor, the highly respected paladin, Sir Keldorn, resides. You've been sent from You told me you were from Waterdeep. I was not sent by at least not in the way you mean. I do in fact hail from Waterdeep. I said that the biggest chapter of the Order is located in The Order does not interfere in politics, Lady Orin, but we are watching local events with concern, as they are threatening peace in the region. The increasing bandit activity here on the Sword Coast is forcing us to interfere. I am here to investigate the situation. With the combined forces, we will find the ones responsible for these evil happenings.
Speak up, speak up.
Very good.
A simple matter.
Okay, I believe this is his home.
It's
That's
hard
him.
to find decent folk nowadays.
Ah, can I help you? I did not hear you knock. I have been quite immersed in Labo's satires for hours. I believe this missive is for you, sir. What is this? Happy coincidence, I see. I am not patient, I am not kind, that is true. Execrable character, eh? Ha! I have eyes of my own, my dear. But what does she mean by this but? Oh, Mayasa. You must excuse me, my friend. I need a moment to compose myself. Oh, he went pale as he read it. I fear for his heart. Something didn't go right.
A simple matter.
So you're Gorian's old ward, the lonely kid of Candlekeep. Of course. I heard about the loss of Gorian, and I must give you my deepest condolences. I hope since you've left Candlekeep, you've kept up on your reading. Oh, the world of books. I have heard that a new copy of that wondrous tome, The History of the Fateful Coin, can be had for a pretty penny in one of the stores around here. If you would be so kind as to buy it for an old man like myself, I'd gladly reimburse you. I'd even give you a little bonus to help in your travels. It must be hard with Gorian gone. Hey, Mr. E, remember me? I'm the second kid of Candlekeep. We're going to get your book, no problem. Imoen, glad to see you, lass. Forgive me for not recognizing you immediately, but you have changed. Sure, thin sir. No more aprons and bonnets for Imoen the Magnificent. Well, unless someone offers me a dragon's treasure hoard to wear one. We're going to get your book, no problem, Mr. E. It's good to see a familiar face, eh, Orin? It is, actually. Reminds me of home. So, what store? There's just the smithy in town, but I know Felpost Inn does sell some things, besides alcohol in a room. Well, this is the place we were kind of kicked out
Fine.
of. By these ruffians who don't like adventurers.
You want some whiskey?
Yes, good bartender. What do you have to offer? This is it. This is the book. Do you have anything else? We actually have a lot more gold than I would have thought. Plus, you do buy, but you don't identify. That doesn't help. Neither does the smithy identify this ring. There is a large shield, a magical one, but... Oh, in the future we can get this for Ajantis, if we have the coin. But that's about it. No one in the group uses a flail.
Fine.
It does look like a nice place in there, nicer than the other place we stayed in. Or, the other places that we saw, actually. I think we're in the wrong house again. Yes, we are.
Such menial tasks.
Ah, you are generous, an old man, so I will be generous in turn. Let me give you another book in exchange. It is a touch darker than what you've given me, but I get the sense that you may enjoy it, nonetheless. An odd choice of a reward, as well as an odd choice of words. Both set me ill at ease, to be truthful. Much of history is unsettling, but I hope you will enjoy the book nonetheless.
We follow the righteous path, the path of hell.
Fine.
People have been putting out a good word about us and helping these people. Also goes a long way towards... Actually, there is a shop up
Gorian
here
would be proud of your
we passed
actions.
by earlier.
Fine.
This must be the shop owner.
Greetings. I am Kagan. What can I do for you?
What kind of shop is this, anyhow? I run an escort business. I hire mercenaries to escort caravans en route from Am to Baldur's Gate. Right now I'm looking for some strong sword arms, and I'm willing to pay high. It seems that one of the caravans under my protection never arrived at Baldur's Gate, and I need to know what happened. You look like a strong group of warriors. Interested in a job? Sure, we always need more money. Tell us more. That's good. I've been having a lot of problems with bandit activity lately, but they've always only taken the cargo and let the caravan go afterward. I've been catching flack from the family of some of the passengers of this caravan. After all, it was the job of the mercenaries to make sure everyone got safely to Baldur's Gate. Normally, I wouldn't give it one damn about some stupid whiner, but one of the passengers was the son of Entar Silvershield, and in this part of the world, his word is law. So, do you want the job or not? Well, there's sure is trouble on the roads. I've seen some myself. Never is enough hirelings around to do the job proper. Do you have any experience? We battled a bandit group that just killed everyone in a caravan up north. Any chance this pin was from one of yours? Well, this is Silvershield's son's marker. Dead, you say? That was one of my caravans. Guess I'm in a lot of trouble now. With him dead, I'll be a wanted dwarf. Well, since my reputation is mud, how about I help with you gain revenge on those scumbags? Perhaps you can put in a word for me with the Silvershields? What do you say? Sorry, we don't want you around. We already have a full group. Stupid chumps, your loss. Well, if he's done for, then there's nothing to stop us from taking everything in the shop. And he's gone. I don't think he's going to come back. I don't know why he didn't grab any of the loot. Makes little sense to me. Oops. It would be a waste otherwise. A fair bit of gold in this place. And a couple of gems too.
Gorion would be proud of your
A
actions.
simple matter. A simple matter.
I'll have to read the book that Firebead gave us. We do have to return north, though. We have the belts and the wine and the dead spiders, which, thankfully, Enchantus has been carrying, because I don't want it near me. Just explore the rest of the town.
Such menial tasks.
That's that man that
Yes?
kissed me. I can tell it was him, even though it was dark.
Such menial tasks.
Hello, beautiful woman. My name is Bartus. Don't be afraid. I will not molest you again. I wanted to beg for your forgiveness for what happened. It was too dark, and I mistook you for somebody else. I'm sorry, and I swear it won't happen again. You're lucky I didn't believe you to be an assassin. You cannot approach a woman so in the dark. Oh, dear gods, you are right. The thought never occurred to me. You might wonder why I was so forward. I do this for gold, you see. This probably doesn't interest you, but 3 very nice ladies contributed to my income these last few weeks. I called them my lovely ladies. They are gone now. However, you see, I was paid by them to romantically seduce them, every night in turn. I nearly spoiled the last night before their departure by accidentally hitting on you. Accidentally. You took me as one of them? I know. It's hard to understand, but a lady went into the dark passageway before you and apparently made a turn without me noticing. I am terribly sorry about that. I guess you prefer living without being harassed in the dark. Make sure this doesn't happen to you again. Next time you might end up with a cut throat. I am really a lucky guy. My previous clients are gone. I already have another assignment. I just got hired by a fine lady to play her lover. I will meet her soon, actually. I should leave right now. I wish you a good day, and may happiness never leave you. I think Bartus is a bit of a fool.
What is it? Such menial tasks.
Who would do that?
What? Such menial tasks.
These are hard times, I guess, and you don't have anything else to do. Hello?
Yes?
He's still down there? Who do you mean? That Bjornen. I can feel his eyes looking at me. He's a paladin, you know. They ain't right in the head. They just look at you and you've been judged. What right do they have to do that? Has he threatened you in some way? Well, no, but I know he's looking for me. Why else would he be down there? Sure, he says he's resting and chatting up the locals, but I just know he's here for me. Well, I'm just going to stay up here till he's gone. Why doesn't he just come upstairs and get you if he's so interested in you? Well, that would just be too easy, wouldn't it? No, he wants me to sit up here and wondering if he knows that I know that he knows that I know that he knows I'm up here knowing what he knows. I just know it. Have you talked to somebody about this? You seem agitated. Recent evidence suggests that a barrel full of monkeys is not half as much fun as previously claimed, and is in fact rather horrifying. Okay, goodbye now. Strange people in this
Such
world.
menial tasks.
Abir Toro. You know I love you, beautiful woman. It is you who has hold of my heart. Make sure you talk loud enough. I'm not paying you for... No, hush, here he comes. Loveliest of all women, What is going on here, Chantal? Who is this guy? Oh, my fiancé. What a surprise. Is this monkey pestering you? Are you pestering my lady? I will kill you, you bastard. Oh, Magnus, I knew you do still love me. What? Kill me? No. He said he'd only try to punch me, and that you'd stop him in time. Don't listen to him, dear. If you think he besmirched my honor, feel free to kill the fool. Come here, you bastard. No, I'm just a courtesan. I was hired to make you jealous. By the gods, someone help me. Wait a moment there. Can't you see the encounter already proved what it was meant for? Your lady wanted to make you jealous because she still loves you, as it seems. No need for bloodshed. What? Who are you, eh? Whoever they are, dear, look, well armored and ready to use them. I would say we make a move somewhere quieter. I've had enough of people meddling with my Chantal. You better be no trouble.
Fine.
Bartus, this is what you do for a living?
All right.
I thank you. I thought it was my last day in this world. Curse my naivety. I thought I was doing a good thing. Make the fiancé jealous, spark new life in a dying love, stir the romantic feelings of weary lovers. Well, feelings I stirred, all right. Bartus, that was quite a dangerous situation you got yourself into. I know now. I am hopelessly romantic, and dumb, as I realize now. I should have stayed with my original concept of romantically seducing ladies, you know. This is all too complex for me. Lucky for me, you were there to help me. I am obliged to you, my savior. The bartender will kick me out after what happened. I can't blame him. The question is, what do I do now? Best I leave town altogether. Beregost is too small. I should go to a big city like Baldur's Gate, but with the bandits and all. It sounds like a good plan to find work more easily. I'm no use at all, really. Seduction and hot kisses is what I have to offer. Well, then, I'm sure they could use another courtesan there. But I'm not a common hooker, Orin. I'm not into quick reliefs, unless I really need the money. I do romantic seduction. The intimacy is only the icing on the cake. You'd be surprised how many ladies don't even want to get that far. They want admiration, hot kisses, oaths of endless love, hands barely kept to oneself, but rather all over their body, but not necessarily the real thing. Probably because they want to feel the desire, and it's hard for a man to show it if he focuses too much on his own excitement. That's my theory. I know Gunther, a hooker who made his way into Baldur's Gate City before it was closed down. He is working in a tavern named the Low Lantern. It's a ship. Working as a hooker is an option. I've done it before and I don't mind, although it's not my first choice if I have the possibility to give more. Feeling... Still. Maybe he can put in a good word for me? Okay, but please, take care on the roads, you hear me? I really don't want you to be robbed by bandits on top of it, or be killed. Thank you for the warm words, I appreciate them. Farewell, my savior. Have a look into the Low Lantern if you reach Baldur's Gate. I owe you, and I am sure there will be just the place to repay my debt. In the only way I know how, if you are interested. Shake my head.
talk to you now.
Those halfling fools sit not a day's travel from the Firewine Bridge ruins and never pay it a second glance. Had I a stout blade and time from the farm, I'd sack it for all its treasure's worth. So there's supposedly a lot of treasure in Firewine Bridge.
No problem at all.
The ruins there, at least. Everybody that knows the local history of the area knows about that place. Imoen, what are you doing?
Such menial tasks.
Just don't get caught, Imoen. And we should probably avoid the more wealthy places because that's a little dangerous with Imoen doing what she's doing. Okay, we have to return to the Friendly Arm Inn. 2 people are waiting for us. I know we're going the opposite way. We're supposed to be going down to Nashkel. And it will take a day to get just back where we are. Plus, when we do, we'll come back and visit the temple.
Such menial tasks.
Long, boring walk. Uneventful. We can get our things examined here, identified. The Temple of Wisdom. I do think that Ajantis is trying to impress me, though, being a member of the Radiant Heart, the Order of the Radiant Heart. That he's a paladin squire. I mean, they are good things.
A simple
But I
matter.
wonder if it's not more than that. For a bit of respectful coin, we can cure all the ails if you need. What sort of cures do you have available? We would like this ring identified. Oh, it's a good defensive ring. Which our frontline fighters should be using. We do sell items, potions. We could use healing potions. We really could, actually. Maybe just a few. Thank you. Now we've got to go and
Such
find...
menial tasks.
Let's see. There's one, give him one. Split it up between 2 frontline fighters. We do have some items. There's also a letter that has to be delivered. I think it's to the woman, the server. What a lot of people call wenches.
You must gather your party
simple
before
matter.
venturing forth.
That orc is still here. Where is she? Oh, there she is. I think.
Please, seat yourselves whatever you wish.
Shahira and Khalid are the only decent customers we've had for some time. Oh, wait, it wasn't her. Where is she? She's not out in the main
Such menial
room.
tasks.
I wonder if she's back here. There she is, Nessie. Welcome to the Friendly Arm Inn. Looks like you've had a rough journey. I have a letter for Nessiara Rill, who lives around here. That's me, Nessiara for special, and Nessie for every day. Oh my, a letter from Petronius already? Here now. This letter says my sweetie is going to Durlag's Tower. Does it? Built by Durlag Trollkiller? I take it that's a bad thing? Durlag, who killed dragons and driven mad by the loss of his family, rebuilt his tower and lovingly crafted it inch by subtle inch into a cunning death trap baited with shiny gewgaws to lure fools in, generation after generation? So it would seem, miss. I see nothing wrong with this plan. Oh, I do hope he brings back some rubies. I love a good ruby. Thank you kindly for bringing me this letter. Here's a little money for your trouble, friend. Enjoy the rest of your stay here.
Yes? Such menial tasks.
I hope her lover is an experienced adventurer in a good group.
What is it?
That's all I can say about that. After all this travel, we're going to have to spend a night here before we go. I know it's early in the morning, but we walked all night.
A simple matter. Such menial tasks.
Was her Landrin her name? She was here? Unchi. He was a weird one, weren't he? Ugh, I can still smell him on you. I'll pay you 10 gold pieces for returning the girdle and another 6 to find the nearest bath. Oh. There goes the nice belt that we got.
What?
Let's go upstairs. I'm sure we'll come across another nice
Fine.
belt at some point. This is Lantern.
A stout hammer will fix most any bandit.
Ah, I'm so glad I can move home again. Bentley is a kind man, but it is always best not to push favors too far. Here's 120 gold pieces for your trouble. I'll just take those old boots from you. If you have any of my other possessions, come talk to me again. Yes, please take this spider.
You cannot get better than the stability stone walls provide.
Ah, I see you have the largest for those pesky spiders in my house. With this one dead, I'm sure the others will have run away. You're too kind to an old gnome like myself. Thank you so much. If you have any of my other possessions, come talk to me again. Yes? The wine? You've done everything I asked. Thank you kindly for helping me, dear. You've earned every copper. Thank you for all the gold.
Fine. A simple matter.
Oh, we made all the gold back that we lost. I would like to read this book. Maybe first thing in the morning. First we'll sleep. Imoen has become more skilled.